Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hytale podcast, your number one source for Hytale podcasts. I'm Chris, and on that side of me, we got Myne. He may look a little bit different today because camera troubles. Yeah, looks big difference. But today, we actually got a little bit of news. We got a Halloween postcard last week, and we're gonna talk about it. And I'm wearing the Hytale beanie in case you guys are wondering.
I completely forgot we got a postcard too that we didn't talk about.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the one Hytale news we've gotten in like 4 months. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna head straight into it. Yeah, let me pull up the Hytale postcard. The more important thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I have it pulled up. Do you want to pull it up on your phone so people can see?
Yes.
It is not a screenshot of gameplay. It is not video gameplay.
We predicted. We did predict that, but.
Yeah, it is just a piece of artwork, this time from Righteous Pebble again.
Yes.
And it is obviously Halloween themed. It has 3 adventurers around a campfire, and the campfire is emitting a smoke of Baron. That's basically what you need to know.
Yeah, there's really nothing that breaks the game or whatever in this postcard, so it's a Halloween postcard. We did not expect to get any significant images until the new blog post, so yeah, we expected just a drawing like the Pride postcard was.
Yeah, and I don't think we need to really talk too much about it. I mean, if you want to go look at the image yourself, go ahead, but there's nothing about the game itself that we can really talk about.
Yeah, the only thing is that, like, they're conjuring up Varen, but, like, we already see the Outlanders kind of doing that, so.
Yeah, but I also just don't think that's canon. I think that's just, like, a cool art piece.
Yeah,
so I don't think this has anything to do with the game. This is just a game-related artwork.
I completely agree. Great drawing, though, from Pebble, old community member,
looks fantastic.
One of us. Anywho, let's get on to our questions today, because we got quite a few.
We have a lot of questions, so if you didn't know,
where do we find these?
They're on my tweet.
Yes.
So last week when I tweeted out about the podcast, I also made a mistake in saying next episode we will be answering every single question underneath this tweet. Don't make me regret this. Guess what? I'm regretting this.
Why? Are they bad questions? I haven't looked at them.
No, there's just so many. There's so many. So we're going to have to go through all of these.
Alrighty. We got to go through John Hendrick's tweets first, though. He did reply to a couple things.
Chris, why do you not bring this up before I get into the next segment?
I don't know. But he did reply to some comments based off of the postcard. I'm seeing Attack on Titan spoilers on Twitter right now. No.
There's a very, very large one.
You replied to me on that one, right?
Hi, John. I wanted to ask why Quebecs have teeth if they only feed on sunlight. Evolutionary doesn't make sense. And then John said, "Are you positive they only feed on sunlight, which means they aren't just photosynthesis creatures?"
Yeah, they don't just eat the sun. They eat other. Well, the thing is, they have like sharp fang teeth, so like they clearly eat something, right? So what could it be? Like, I mean, there are carnivorous plants out there, like Venus flytraps and those like little sticky ones that. Pitcher plants, I forget what they're called, but they still don't really have teeth. Like, I guess you can say a Venus flytrap sort of has teeth, but then that's just sort of to hold the bugs in. So what would a Quebec eat? Do they eat bugs? Do they eat meat? We don't really know.
Well, I asked our reliable source, Quebec Corner, if he likes pizza.
That's very reliable.
He doesn't like meat. And to which in my head I had a rebuttal, what about vegetarian pizza? So he might just eat vegetarian pizza. He does not eat pizza with pepperoni on it.
So, like, you think Quebecs are more like a pineapple on pizza type creatures?
Well, pineapple pizza has ham.
Well, you can take just strictly pineapple. Like,
pineapple?
Yeah. And just like pineapple and cheese and sauce. That's all they need, right?
Yeah, it could be. We'll have to ask Connor about that.
Yeah, are you a pineapple on pizza type of guy, Myne, or no? Because I love pizza. I love it. Yeah, it's so good.
I love it. I don't really I understand that people might not like it. I don't understand why there's such a huge debate. It's just another pizza flavor.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like by some people how they put artichokes on their pizza. Like, it's disgusting, but other people like it. So,
Yeah, or like spinach pizza. Just another pizza.
Yeah, right. Like, I mean, it's all right in a specific circumstance, but if you're just having only spinach on your pizza,
spinach pizza.
It slaps. Like the small leaves, right? Like.
Yeah.
They're good. I'm more of just like a plain like margarita type of guy, but
we got a question that I didn't even see, and it's asking the devs, hey, how much playtime do you guys have on Hytale?
Where
And
was
John
that?
answered, I don't know. Sometimes, okay, so here's the thing about Twitter. I have post notifications on for John Hendricks. I know
Yeah.
when he tweets or replies,
Oh,
but it
dude,
only
I know.
works like 30% of the time.
Uh-huh.
The other like 70% of tweets I just don't get notified for, and they
Interesting.
sometimes just don't feed up on my timeline. And so this is
Huh.
one of the cases where I just didn't see the tweet.
What day was
Where he
that?
said that's November 1st.
I don't see
He
this.
said, "That's a great question. Honestly,
Oh,
not
there we go.
sure. I can say I started at 12 a.m. on my first day, so I could jump into the engine as soon as possible." Um,
That doesn't really tell us much, but
I don't really know what that means. Does that mean like the first day, the first hour, the first minute that he got hired, he immediately played the game? I think
I
that's
would
what it means.
imagine so. I mean, that's what we're gonna do when the second Hytale
That's what
drops.
we're gonna
So,
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
I don't think Hytale's gonna have a. I just
yeah.
realized my light wasn't pointing at me. I don't think Hytale's gonna have a midnight release, but
No, no. It'll probably. What time do games normally release? Like earliest.
midday.
Yeah. So Wasim or Salty Muffin also said, "How big is Hytale compared to when it was in the
Oh
trailer?"
yeah.
John
Oh, this is the
replied,
big one.
"This is the big one." John replied with, "I like Hakon's answer of infinite. Being infinite, infinite, did I say that right? I don't know. We need to focus on what we build first. The trailer showcased a version that was the tip of a very large iceberg. We've charted a lot of that iceberg since then, so we can have confidence in our first steps." And then I replied with, "What's the next steps?" Wasn't expecting to get a response, but I outview ratioed
Yeah.
John Hendricks there, and he said, "I'll expand more on this later," and he ratioed me, so that sucks. But
Yeah, and then I replied, "This would be an excellent topic for the next blog post, Winky Face," and
oh,
he
did
liked
you?
it.
Oh, yes, you did. You
And
did.
he liked it.
Oh, he did like it, didn't he? And
So
you also
this
just
is
recorded too, so it's tough.
yeah, this is to confirm. This is not me saying it's confirmed. This is John Hendricks saying, if
Yeah,
he likes my tweet, it means it's confirmed.
yeah, sounds about right.
I don't make the rules. I'm sorry. Saying
Yeah, we just play
that,
by them.
the next steps for Hytale, the next timelines, you could say, if you see the title and thumbnail, you understand where this comes from now.
Yeah.
He kind of confirmed that it's going to happen in the next blog post. It wasn't
Right.
me that said it. It
Right.
was John. Blame
And this
him.
is game
Blame him
director
for the
John
title and
Hendricks here.
thumbnail.
Yeah. Another guy on Twitter also said, "Hey John, which area of the game are you most satisfied in the state of it is right now?" And
Oh
he
yeah.
said, "World Gen today." Well, this was November 3rd, so like 2 days ago. But like on that day,
Yeah.
he was most satisfied with World Gen. That's pretty big because that's a very massive part of the fundamentals of the game.
It's probably the biggest part of a
That's
block game is the
right. Like either
generation of it.
that or the combat system. If it was one of the two,
Mhm.
I'd be very excited. And he said one of the two, so like we're good. We're good. We're good.
Previously, it's been a lot of the combat, but now he's saying world gen, which is good.
That's quite interesting. Yeah, because we've seen not in the new engine the combat,
Or
but like
I believe it was Buddha that said his favorite was the combat.
was it okay? So we'll
Yeah, I
take
don't think we
that.
got an answer from John yet.
Yeah, we'll take that. But also remember the blog post. I guess the most recent one besides the delay. They showed a lot of combat, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and then
that
in
was
the
pretty
last one,
fleshed
he's
out.
like, "We've been working on combat. Can't wait to show you." So, combat and
Yeah.
world gen, two of the most important things in terms of the team.
Yeah. So do you think the combat system is pretty well polished then? If they're moving, I don't know if I'm sure they worked on them at the same time, but since a lot of the focus back then was on combat, now he's hinting at world gen. You think maybe the combat's pretty much finished, and maybe now
Oh
world
yeah.
gen is wrapping up.
I mean, the last time we saw the combat was already super advanced.
Mm.
There were obviously some small tidbits that you could be like, "Oh, this needs to be improved,"
Of course,
but those
everything
were
can.
small and can probably be improved with weeks. And then we've gotten hints from Buddha. We've gotten hints in the blog post saying like, "Hey, the combat is crazy now." So like, if the combat was already kind of cool,
Hell yeah.
how crazy is it now? I think the combat's going to be really, really interesting to see and play with.
Yeah, and I'm so excited, dude. I just want a blog post. But yeah, let's get on to your questions from your tweet because there was a lot of them. So yeah, let's
It's
hear
a
it.
lot of questions. We're gonna have to go through them a little fast.
That's all right.
So the first one comes from Chaos, saying, "Is our adversarial legal system in which an attorney dwells just on the facts that support the side by which he or she said is paid the system likeliest to achieve justice?"
I
I
don't know
don't
what hell he's talking
I don't
about,
know what
but
this means.
yeah, I'm not good
I'm
at
gonna
legal stuff.
ask AI
Type it in.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
answer.
type it in. Type it into
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
I'm just gonna paste.
Mm-hmm. What did it
And we'll
say?
see what it says. We're gonna get an answer. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving me a bunch of paragraphs. I need like a yes or no answer. Hold on. It
I'll
probably
give it
will
to
give me
you.
a summary. It's probably at the end.
Yes.
It says it's a matter of debate, so that's our answer.
Oh, all
It's a
right,
matter
all
of
right.
debate. It can
Understandable.
be, cannot be.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a tough question that we don't necessarily are. Yeah, I'm just gonna move on. We're gonna answer some Hytale
Yeah,
stuff.
a very
Will
odd question
Hytale
there,
be
Chaos.
really popular at the start of the game, or will it gain popularity over time? I know the trailer got like 60 million views fast, but I don't think it will have a big boom at the start. I think it will have a big boom
I think it'll be the
because,
biggest boom.
yeah, the Hytale's release is going to be the biggest boom,
Yeah.
and then drop off, and then kind of do a roller coaster based
Right.
on updates, based on if certain streamers are playing it, YouTubers are popping off with the series.
Mm-hmm.
But the biggest boom is going to be on release because it's been hyped up so long. People have forgotten now about it, but it's still in their head. Every single time you bring up Hytale, be like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about this game," but that
Yeah,
means
that's
they
that's
did
a
see it once.
lot of my friends have said that as well. Like they watched the Hytale trailer back in the day, and then they know that I keep up with it. So like they've asked me regularly whenever we hang out. They're like, "So any news about Hytale?" I'm like,
You just got to say no.
I keep telling them no, but then they're like, "Oh yeah." When I tell them like there was a blog post last week or something, they're like, "Oh really? How's the game going? I forgot about it." I'm like, "Yeah, it's going pretty well."
Oh yeah, they did public testing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Right, and they're like,
How
"Oh,
did
so
you
it's
forget
coming?"
about what?
Yeah,
Oh,
the
are you
one
saying?
news,
Yeah,
the one news we've had like all year. Oh
that's
yeah,
crazy.
so they're like, oh, so Hytale's coming out soon, and I gotta tell them like, I don't know.
Yeah,
So
2024.
yeah, for real, for real. But yeah, for sure, the big boom is gonna be right at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's I think almost any YouTuber who's really getting tired with Minecraft right now, as we see, it's kind of on a decline since the not really since the mob vote, but like leading up to that, it was just been kind of downhill from there for Minecraft.
Hmm.
So I think people just need a change, and that change is gonna be Hytale.
Yeah. So it's actually really good that Hytale's delayed, and like, because I'm thinking back about it, like, what happened if Hytale got released like in 2019 originally, and then in 2021? And I think both of those dates wouldn't have been as effective as the one they're currently doing because of the fact, obviously, we can talk about their new engine, the cross-platform.
Yeah.
That's already 10 times the reason to delay it, but also the reason the Hytale trailer got so popular was because Minecraft was in a bit of delay, like a downward slope, and people
Yeah.
wanted something new. Because this was back in 2018. Fortnite was also out, and I
Fortnite was
think
booming back then.
they took a large percentage of Hypixel's player base as well. I
They
forgot what
took
the number
all
was, but
they took all the massive streamers and YouTubers. They took like Preston
hmm
Plays,
oh yeah,
Lachlan,
they took
all
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 the
those like
YouTubers as well.
all the guys
So
on the top.
everyone migrated. Minecraft was
Yeah.
on probably one of the lowest states, and then Hytale, the savior, came out. But then it got delayed, obviously, and Hytale had a bit of a boom again with 2020 because during COVID, everyone was on online,
Well, they
and
had the Edge
Minecraft saw
article
the big
too.
boom.
The Edge article helped.
Did it?
I think so. I
I
mean,
don't really
it wouldn't
remember the
not help
effect
it.
the Edge article had.
It was at a big time because people wanted something and they're like, oh, there's an article coming out about this game,
Oh
and
yeah, because they tested the game, and this was still when the 2021 release date was confirmed.
yeah, so we're like a year away. We're getting this news article for it, and then the
Oh
beta
yeah,
next year. Obviously, that never happened. But also, it was prime pandemic when everybody was home and they can start speculating. So,
yeah,
mhm.
yeah, 100%. But now we're back in a state of people want new games. People are kind of tired of the old games, depending
Yep,
on whatever game. It's not just Minecraft. People just want something new in general. And so I think next year would be a perfect
it
timeline.
would
I
be.
don't
It
know
would
what's
be.
gonna happen through next year and the one after. The scene in 2025 might look different. The scene next year might look different.
Yeah, you know
But
what's
I
kind of
think
crazy though? What was it? Fortnite right now. They're bringing back their like OG map, right? So I see
hmm
a lot of memes on just Instagram and Twitter of people like coming out of Fortnite retirement to just face like not even 15-year-olds, people born like 2015 to play Fortnite. So it seems like the nostalgia that Minecraft had and a lot of people came back to that is sort of happening with Fortnite right now, which is I find that really
I mean,
interesting
it has
considering.
a peak player base, like
Yeah,
peak player count of since release.
right.
It has like 5 million concurrents. It's insane.
Fortnite's crazy right now, so people said I remember in the past, and this is off topic from Hytale, that people were like Fortnite would never really have the nostalgia of Minecraft, and here we go.
Oh no, Fortnite has nostalgia. I think that's silly.
And
I think every
game's
game has
gonna
nostalgia.
have exactly.
I already see comments in my videos being like, I don't know how this is possible, but I feel nostalgic towards Hytale.
I was gonna say Hytale has
yeah.
nostalgia, dude. The early days
'cause-
were crazy.
Because when you look, I think the biggest one is when you listen to the soundtrack. When you just put on that soundtrack, you somehow feel things. You feel taken back
play
to
the trailer,
to the original hype.
I could just picture myself watching the trailer for the first time. It's great.
And then again, and then again, and then again.
Yeah, I've watched it like maybe 60 million times. I don't know how many views does it have now, but
I'm the other half, so
are you?
About 30 million. Yeah.
It sucks that YouTube kind of like removes a lot of duplicate views, or else the trailer would be pretty.
Yeah,
crazy.
It would be like over 100.
Yeah, probably
million.
definitely past the Minecraft trailer by now. But yeah, good question. Boom. I mean, will there be? You think there'll just be obviously there'll be a big spike to start, and then it'll have its honeymoon spike. It'll have a honeymoon
I think it'll
phase.
Be like 2 or 3 weeks where it's gonna pop off. Basically,
you think it'll be news trending like Fortnite was?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Epic. Because once it hits the news, you know it's crazy.
The storyline is like however long it takes people to beat the game is however long it's going to be popular for.
Right.
And then a lot of people are going to drop it because they don't care to play it more. They just wanted this one-time experience. But a lot of people are going to stick around.
And that's really the core player base, like the players that stick around for years and years, players who buy their microtransactions, question in quotations, that people don't like that word. I know they don't, but that's really what's going to keep the game going for years and years, especially if it's going to be free to play. And then you're going to see it boom in other countries. We've mentioned this a lot of times. Like, yeah, it'll be huge in the States and in Canada and probably like
but it's going to be
most of Europe.
It's going to be even bigger in India. It's going to be huge in China.
If it's free. China will probably have its own version of Hytale because that's just what they kind of do. But yeah, either way, very, very exciting. And get ready for the boom. Get ready for the most I could even say this right now. You think Hytale will surpass Fortnite's peak concurrent player base? Or no?
No.
Never?
That's I think that's crazy talk.
You know, does that count? Does that also include mobile players, Xbox, PlayStation, whatever console, and PC? Or is that just strictly PC players?
I honestly just can't predict the size right now compared to Fortnite. Fortnite was the biggest game of all time. Yeah,
it's huge. So, I mean, if it does surpass Fortnite, look out.
I don't think so. I'm optimistic about the game. I'm not that optimistic.
So what's Minecraft's all-time peak?
Also, Chris, I just realized we have like 30 questions and we spent 10 minutes on a single question. We need to speed run these. We have so many questions.
Sorry. I was just looking at Minecraft's all-time peak players at one time in a day was 17 million players.
That's insane.
That's in a day though. Fortnite, according to the sites, 3 million were on this morning. That's 2 days ago. So
2 days ago was 5.5 million.
Yeah. So a 24-hour peak of 6 million 17 hours ago, which is kind of wild.
That's wild. Chris, we got to move on to the questions. We need to move on to the questions.
Yes, go ahead.
Questions for Hytale Podcast. Do you think they kept the most of the concept art mobs/bosses we got in to see? What is this question? Do you think they kept most of the concept art mobs/bosses that we got to see in previous years? Oh, basically, like, are the mobs and bosses still around? Yes.
Oh, 100%.
I think they're still around.
100%.
What do you think the required specs will be to run the game at a stable FPS? We got a Q&A like at the very beginning of the game's announcement saying that you can run it on like an integrated Intel graphics card. So I don't know if that's still relevant, but you should be able to play it on your phone. You should be able to play it on a pretty bad PC.
So I got a 3090. You think I'll be able to run Hytale?
Yeah. Will there be black eyes whites in character creation screen? Will there be black eyes whites?
Black and white eyes? Is that what we're thinking about?
I don't know. It says black eyes whites in character creation screen.
Who asked that question?
I'm just gonna assume yes. Prime Max.
I can't find that question.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm gonna be honest. How and if we will need to collect cosmetic to change your character look?
Money? That's
As
a big
in
one.
like yeah, I think you can buy cosmetics. You'll probably, I hope you can unlock cosmetic, like certain
You
hats
think
or clothing with achievements.
you
I
think there'll
hope
be like a
achievements
high
give certain
pass,
clothing as well.
like a game pass, sport battle
Yeah,
pass?
yeah,
Yeah,
I think there will be a battle pass, and that'll
yeah.
probably also be a way.
That's for
Uh,
multiplayer though.
I'm I'm expecting a lot from this game. Been a fan since the trailers that came out. Will there be some final boss where you have to collect lots of different loot or special loot, like an heart of every boss to build a portal to go into the final boss? And if there is one after you defeat the boss, will he come back stronger or is the game finished? And I hope the final boss will be really difficult to achieve and you can't get there really fast like in Minecraft.
What do you think? There'll be Void Dragon, Kairos, Varen, like 3 steps to that, maybe? Maybe one thing drops something to get to something else? Is that what he's sort of referring
Maybe.
to?
I mean, it could be story locked. Like you have to go through the story because in
Right.
Minecraft there is no story, and so that you can do everything in whatever order you want. You can fight the Wither before the Ender Dragon, but
Wither's way harder than
I
Ender Dragon.
assume in Hytale you're gonna have to go through the story to be able to progress. You can't just fight Varen off drop.
Unless you spawn beside him, but that's not gonna.
Yeah, so that's my guess. I think you'll
Mm.
you'll have to progress through the story.
Yeah, no,
Let's
it makes
see.
sense.
Will the mobs try to get in our base and destroy it or steal something? Or is it just like Minecraft, our base will be safe from anything? I want a challenge. Or some blocks slash totems, just like in the forest, to scare enemies from entering our territory. I hope there's not mobs that steal or destroy things just randomly.
Well, we know the Yeti
Um,
destroys things, like how it throws stuff. But that's kind of like Enderman
right,
as well. Like, you know how they pick up sand and dirt and stuff like
right.
that, which kind of
But
is
the
annoying.
but I think the idea would be like a goblin that just goes into your base and steals item from your chest. I don't think
What
that.
about the
I think those
Clops? You
like
think they could
random
steal
mechanics
things?
would be stupid. Mm,
Like,
I mean,
imagine
they
a Clop
could. I don't
steals
know.
something from you. Or just say you're trying to fight a Clop, he steals your sword and you have to, like, trade it back, and you gotta trade it
Oh, like
back.
yeah,
Something
like
like that?
steal from hand, but like I hope
Yeah.
nothing can steal from chests. I think that's a really stupid mechanic.
Let's hope nothing can steal a chest. That would be very annoying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just
So I
imagine.
think overall, just I hope there's nothing that can just straight up destroy or steal it. I hate those kind of random mechanics. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's not fun. It appeals to a very small player base, but the other like 70% player base that just want to chill and build a pretty base, they're not going to enjoy that.
No, I don't think so.
What are you not trying to do similar to other voxel games in a positive way? I'm curious. What is going to be different fundamentally? So, for context, we are not developers.
Yes, we are
Yeah,
not.
I want to point that out. We are not affiliated with Hytale.
Yeah, we just talk
Um,
about the game. Big
so what are
fans.
they trying to do different than other voxel games? I guess APIs, modding, um,
Build the most empowered community in the world, I
yeah,
guess.
something like
But
that.
doesn't
I
every
think those are
every
valid
community kind of
answers.
wants that though? So I don't know.
Well, no, some devs just don't care about the community. Real talk.
That's fair. I mean, Hytale does embark on a journey of adventure and creativity, combines the scope of a sand play with the depth of a role play game. You know all that. You know all that jazz. Um, so yeah, just
You had
reading it
that
off.
off rip.
No, I had the website open.
Yeah, dude, there was like a 1% chance that you just had that memorized in your head, and I'm like,
Well,
that's
I
like
know
I
Hytale
understand we're
combines the
fans, but
scope of a
that's
sandbox with the
crazy.
depth of the roleplay game. I don't know the other ones. It says immersing players in a procedurally generated world where teetering towers and deep dungeons promise rich rewards. God, the alliteration of that is crazy. I love it.
Yeah. What do you think about the inevitable heat death of the universe? I'm not gonna be
What?
around to see it, so that's
Global
fair.
warming.
Yeah, global warming, but
Well,
I think
actually, are we in global boiling now? Isn't that what they were saying? Even though, like,
I
boiling
don't know.
is 100 Celsius, 212 Fahrenheit, so it's like not like we're there, but you know.
My thoughts are if I'm able to play Hytale while burning to death, I'm happy.
Yeah, for real, dude. Like, if I could just like kill Varen and then die, like we're good.
You think morphing will be a thing, like can turn into a dragon as shown in the trailer, or will be tameable or and rideable mount? Also, what do you think about the redstone system will be like? Personally, I hope it will be a very optimized version of the create mod. Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I hope it's gonna be similar to the create mod, just
Oh
less
yeah, like,
overpowered because the create mod is very, very overpowered. I hope
is
they
it?
find a
I've
way to
never
balance
really
that.
used it.
Oh yeah, it's
What can you
stupid
make
OP.
that makes it overpowered?
Everything, and
Okay.
you can farm everything. You can get. It's kind of insane.
So can you make like a giga driller or something that just
Yeah,
auto
yeah,
mines for you?
yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's kind of overpowered.
Yeah, so I hope that's not in possible Minecraft mods, obviously,
Yeah.
or I don't, not Minecraft. Um,
Yeah.
So for the redstone system, I kind of want like a steam powered
Steampunk?
system.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, steampunk I think would be cool.
I think it'd be really cool if you
Um,
create like sort of you can create a dam and then what are those? Oh my god, what are they called? Those like water wheels.
mills,
Is it a mill
mills.
that like takes the
Yeah,
water and turns that into energy? Something like that would be really
yeah,
cool.
those
We've
would be
seen
cool too.
windmills too. Windmills already in the game. I don't know if they're decoration or they're actually mechanic. There's like a little motor that spins. That would be really cool. But sort of
That'd
yeah,
be
like you said,
sick.
like old energy like that would be really cool. Because like I don't want no high tech 600-volt power lines
I
going
mean, we
running
have air
across.
conditioning. Chris, we have air conditioning confirmed in
Yeah,
the
we do
game.
have air conditioning. We do. I don't know how that's gonna physically work because you need power for air conditioning, and I don't know if there's gonna be power like that in Hytale. But we'll see. We will see. I'm excited to see how that's gonna work.
Yeah. And then morphing, I mean, we know we can morph. I don't think it's going to be. Well, I think we had the. I don't know where the discussion was. I know Connor talked about it, about
What was the
morph
mod?
potions or something like that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, there was some Twitter thread I think about
Cool.
morph potions. So they could be, they could not be. That's something we don't know. We know we
Nice.
can mod it or do it in creative.
That's cool. I like that.
Do you think that there will be some special loot that can only be found in some chests, like in the MC
Absolutely.
Enchanted Apple and the saddle? Yeah, I think so. I think that'd be cool.
100%. There's gonna be. I mean, there's gonna be
Dungeon loot.
so many different blocks and items and swords and weapons and everything that we don't even have in many other games. So like they can't just have them all as like a craftable item. So maybe even like the ruined runic sword, which is a sword in one of the concept arts. Like I don't think you're gonna be able to craft that. So where are you gonna find
Yeah.
it? Or the ethereal
And
dagger.
chests.
What are you
Or
gonna put
drops.
magic and a staff together? Like that's not how that works. So yeah, it's
I
gotta
mean,
be.
you probably could. You actually probably could. I think
Well, you
that'd be
just hold
sick.
magic in your hand and put it on a handle. Like you think that's how that works?
You know what I really want to know about?
Mm-hmm.
Magic. We don't know
Yes, I do.
anything about the magic or how
Great
it
idea.
works. I want to see that in the next blog post.
Yes, I want to see a
Don't
lot in the blog
replace.
post.
Yeah, yeah. I want to. I want to learn so much. There's so much I want to know about the game.
I know.
I want to know about magic.
Mm-hmm.
But I first off want to know a date, a
That would be
timeline.
huge. That would
That's
be
the
huge.
only thing I care about. That's like my priority number one. Literally everything is below it. I guess the engine's like right here, and then everything's below it. But like
But like if we get the
timeline,
engine, then we can get a date.
anything else.
Yeah, timeline. We said this many times. Timeline number one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll kind of like explain my reasoning for that because the reason for the delay and the reason that they've not been talking to us a lot is because they're just building the engine. They don't want to show us a lot. But if the engine is built, what else is there?
For real. For real.
What else is there?
Yeah, no, I can't say anything else.
Do you think Hytale will have some skill system? Like you would have to, like you start your world and you have to kill and use your sword to increase with time experience. That's been confirmed not to be a thing. Yeah, skills are confirmed. Like a tech tree is confirmed not to be in the game.
Yeah, which is it's all right. I could go with it or without it. It really doesn't matter to me.
Will the mobs try to? Oh, I did this one. Pancakes or waffles? It's a crime if you get the wrong answer wrong.
What do you mind?
Can I add a third option and say crepes?
Crepes? Really? You're
Yeah,
a crepe
crepes.
guy. You're a crepe guy.
I'm a crepe guy.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. Because yeah, they're all in the same family. I can't choose between pancakes and waffles because I love them both. But like, whenever I go to like IHOP or something, because I don't have French toast a lot, so like I always go for the French toast option. But if I'm having like a Canadian breakfast or something, back in like you go to like a golf course and you get like a little clubhouse food.
I feel like as a Canadian, you have to say pancakes, right? Because of syrup.
Yeah, I was gonna say I always go for the pancakes because like you go to hotels all the time, they don't have pancakes, they always have waffle makers. So I always get waffles from hotels. Then you go to like a club or not a club, like a clubhouse for golf. You get
Where
pancakes.
are you getting pancakes in a club?
No, I didn't mean club. I meant a clubhouse for golfing. You ever just go golfing in the morning? Yeah, you get pancakes
No.
from there. But then you go to IHOP, and since you don't have pancakes or waffles a lot, you get French toast. You know what I mean? You go with what's good. So I can't choose either.
Pancakes in a club.
The
is
club,
crazy.
imagine. That would be wild. That would be wild. I could
Do you think
I could see that
mobs-
in Canada.
Do
Pancakes
you
at a
think
club.
mobs will attack each other? Like a wolf will attack a sheep? Yeah, we've been confirmed
Oh,
to see this.
100%.
Quebecs will hunt boars.
Oh yeah, they do that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, nice.
Do you think that we can do some automatic farms like chicken farms in Minecraft? Yeah, there. If there's a will, there's a way. There's
I
gonna be
just hope.
automatic farms.
I just hope it doesn't sound like a Minecraft farm where you enslave 1,000 chickens and they all make the same clucking noise and you hear
Oh,
them
that'll
popping
happen.
out
And if
eggs.
you want to see a tutorial for that, make sure you subscribe to my
My
channel.
damn it. No. And you know in chickens when you hear them popping out eggs and you just get stacks of 16 of them? Oh, it's so annoying. And you have to go away, but you have like chests near there, so you gotta be there, so you turn your sound out. Oh, it pisses me off. It's so annoying.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I got a little
I
ranty
mean,
there.
same with Nether portals. You always have to turn the sound down. 'Cause
Oh
if you have
my
a Nether
god.
portal too close to your base, you always hear.
Yeah, it's so,
So
annoying.
annoying.
So annoying.
How many bosses will there be? I'm gonna say over 20.
Hmm.
If we're counting like mini bosses and environmental bosses.
You mean
then
like
it's over 20.
like a tiny dungeon boss at the end of a dungeon, like one of them mage skeletons? Like you consider that a boss?
Those can count as bosses.
Yeah.
The Duke, the Kraken, the Yeti, those are all bosses too. Then we have
Absolutely.
probably a major void either. We have the Baron. There's gonna be over 20, I think.
Yeah, the corrupted golem. I can see that dude being a boss and all that. So
Yeah.
really cool.
Will some mobs be able to grab blocks? Bro, did you watch the trailer?
Yeah, for real. No.
Will the health system work like in Minecraft? No. We've also seen this. No, did we? I don't think we saw this in the trailer.
Well, the human health system.
Blogpost videos.
The human's health
Yeah,
system
the
is
human
different
health system. We see it's a health bar, not hearts. What are you most excited about? A release date.
That's right.
What boss do you hope to see?
All of them.
What boss do I hope to see?
You mean first boss or just boss in general? Because the first boss.
What boss do I hope to see? I mean, I guess Baron is the cop-out answer, but I also want to see how the Kraken fights.
I hate water battles, so like I don't want to see how the Kraken
fights. I hate them too, but that's why I want to see them.
Yeah, that would be very
like
annoying.
What are they gonna do to get around it?
Yeah, like how are you gonna like match a Kraken in the water? Like, are there like really crazy swimming gear that you can have? Like, are there like air compressors that freaking shoot you through the water? Or can you get a trident that turns you into Aquaman? I don't know, but I want to know. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's why I say Kraken. I want to know like even the mechanics how to fight it or what the Kraken is about.
Absolutely.
Will the villagers have more impact, or are they just like in Minecraft? I think villagers in Minecraft have a big impact.
Now they do. They never used
to. Yeah, but since like, bro, what do you mean?
Since 1.8, kind of. I guess.
Bro,
really.
That's like 10 years ago or so.
Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot how old I am. Stop.
Will these villagers have some intelligence? I think we're misunderstanding the fact that villagers are not going to be a thing.
Who do we count as villagers? Like
it's like
Quebecs,
Outlanders, Farons. It's different nations.
Yeah.
Villagers.
Unless there is like some villagers, but we've never.
Yeah, I don't know.
But every villager, like every village, pretty much in Minecraft is basically the same. There's always like the blacksmith, the librarian. So I can see Quebecs and Farons and Outlanders sort of taking these specific roles. As we know, there's already like an Outlander priest, an Outlander chief, an Outlander warrior, or whatever. And I'm sure the same things happen with Faron. And Farons do have that as well. So I don't know if they're going to be completely different. Like I know that each tribe will have its own specific fighting style or whatever, but
yeah, I hope they're all like completely individual. Like and just completely behave different. So it's not just like a reskin of every faction that just kind of do different things. I hope they're completely different behaviors.
Yeah, like I'm sure every tribe's gonna have a shaman. Like we've seen that. I don't really know what you consider a Quebec shaman. Maybe an ancestral elder. I don't really know. But there's a Faron shaman, I believe. There's a
or maybe not every nation has the exact same type of classes.
Yeah, I'm sure they don't. They probably got their own. I mean, I'm sure each tribe will have its own specific warriors and chiefs, but then the subclasses in between those will likely be different.
Will there be a hardcore mode?
I can see that happening. I don't know how that would work.
That's a good question. I mean, I guess if you die, you die.
Yeah, maybe no tombstone. I don't know. No tombstone when you die.
Yeah.
You restart.
Will there be pirates? We've seen a screenshot with you being able to make a pirate, be like dressed up as a pirate, and pirate like build a pirate ship.
Yeah, aren't you gonna find the one piece, 2 piece, 3 piece? You gonna find it?
Yeah. Will there be an elytra? No, that's a Minecraft unique.
That's kind of broken. Oh my god, my mic just fell. That was weird.
What are all the transportation vehicles? Well, we have a specific podcast episode about that, about the transportation in
Check it out.
Hytale. So I think you should check that out.
Wait, don't
Will
we
there be
have we
different-
have wings, don't we? Which is kind of an equivalent to an elytra.
Are there? Yeah, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't
they
know
have
if
the
there's
wings.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess-
they're like mechanical wings, kind of.
Yeah, a little bit.
So I guess it's sort of the equivalent to an elytra. I doubt they'll be as
will
fast
there-
though with rockets.
Will there be different types of TNT? Well, we've seen different explosives, so yes.
Well, there's already
Shields-
there is TNT in the trailer, and then there's what goblins have. Then they actually have two different type of bombs, don't they? Like the little sticks of dynamite, and then they have the actual bomb.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's a lot of explosives.
hmm
Will there be different types of shields? Yeah, I definitely hope there will be
Mhm.
more than one type of shield. I think that's almost confirmed. Backpacks? I think
Please
there
have
will be backpacks.
Please have backpacks
I
with
think
varying
there will be
inventories.
backpacks.
Please.
Yeah, I hope
And make
there's
them have like
backpacks.
oh my god, imagine a backpack in Hytale that has like two little side compartments where you can put like a shovel and like a pickaxe and it just hangs off the side of your backpack and it actually you
That'd
can
be
see
sick.
it. Mm.
That'd be
Do
sick.
that, John. Hey.
Will there
Imagine
be
that's
different
what
types of magics, like black magic? Yeah,
I hope so.
we know the 5 different elements at the very least are different. Air magic, water magic, blah blah blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah.
Will there only be water and lava as liquids? I think it's been confirmed that there are many liquids.
Well, there's that little acid thing that the Varen hand kind of like swirls around. There's that.
I don't remember
it?
where, but either some old Quebec Corner video or some old Noxy interview. They were talking about there. I think it was a Quebec Corner video. He said there were many different liquids.
Oh, really? So what about
And,
like a
viscosities.
mud? Like a mud or like a quicksandish thing. That would be really cool.
Yeah, I think that could be.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. How are you guys doing? I'm doing great.
Fantastic. It's Sunday. F1 race is on in 2 hours. We're chilling.
My camera's not connecting to my PC, so I gotta figure that out.
Oh, I realized
also
I
find
still
it
have the
crazy.
Halloween background for this podcast. I gotta change that up for the next one.
Yeah, my face is so smooth with the. With
You
the,
do look. You
the
look.
laptop
What's your
webcam.
skincare routine?
Dude, it is. Dude, my face looks crazy.
You're looking nice.
Look
You're
at.
looking nice.
I look like rubber.
Yeah, you do
You
look
know?
like rubber. I want to just like like if I like poke a hole in your head, it would just kind of like move it.
Yeah, I ate the gum fruit.
Did you?
What do you do in your everyday life?
I work.
You work. What do you work as? I think we've talked about this before.
I am a refrigeration apprentice, so I do like air conditioning, but that also air conditioning kind of ties in with heating, so I do like furnaces and commercial stuff. So big furnaces on roofs of regular big buildings and stuff like that. And
You
walk-in
work like
coolers.
12 hours a day sometimes.
Yeah, I know. Just
Okay,
Mondays.
you
'cause
got
I
very
have
long
night school.
days.
You get paid well for it though, so it's all right.
Oh, you have night school?
Yeah, that's my Mondays. Like I start work early. It differs every day, but the night school is like 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So
I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah, it's like a 5-year apprenticeship. So then you got to do 5 years of night school, and then you're able to write your license exam. And then once you get your license, you're good. You can do anything
Nice.
in Canada pretty much.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm a photographer and videographer. So I do events, concerts, portraits, all that kind of stuff.
We're
And
very
then
different.
I'm also, yeah. And I'm
I'm a
also
fix-it guy.
in school. I'm graduating this semester. So
Yeah,
I'll be done with
nice.
school next next year, which means I have time for Hytale next year.
Woo!
So you should definitely come out next year since I'm free.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Will Hytale actually have a beta? Yeah.
Bro,
They-
this is- are
they
you
talked
serious?
about
What?
beta. I think this guy's new, but it's
Is
fine.
Hytale a
We're
game?
answering the questions.
Is Hytale a game?
I feel like they're blah blah blah. That's I've
No disrespect.
Let's see. What will the max height be?
Connor made a
I
video
don't
about
think
that.
that's
Check out
confirmed.
Connor's video. He made a video about that years ago.
Yeah.
It was a good video.
What zone will be the best for building a base? Whichever base you want to build in
Yeah.
is probably the best zone for you. If you want
If
to
you
build
want-
a igloo, it's probably zone 3. If you want to build a cool pyramid, you can probably do zone
2.
I mean, you can build a pyramid anywhere, you know?
Yeah, for
So,
real. But if you want it to look cool, you build it in zone 2, right? I think the most basic is going to be zone 1, where you just want to build a base, like a basic
Yeah,
dirt
because it's
house,
your generic, your generic plains, your forests, all of that. So that'll probably have the most variety of like
Yeah,
possibilities. But there's
exactly.
you can, I think every zone apart from Zone 4 is going to be the best for building. I don't know how easy Zone
Exactly.
4 is going to be.
Well, I mean, if you want to just live in barren wasteland, I'm sure, yeah, go to Zone 4. But
Yeah.
you're not going to want to do that, probably, unless you're
Make a
crazy.
list from the easiest zone to the most difficult one. Well, I think we can put Zone 4 as the most difficult one, but I don't think it's possible to list Zone 3, 2, and 1 as more difficult or less difficult because you can spawn in any of those three
Yeah.
zones right off rip. And so it's been confirmed that they have difficulty scaling in the game. So, certain parts of the zone are going to be harder, certain parts are going to be easier. You're going to spawn in the easy part of the zone. So they're going to be equally as difficult.
Yeah, I agree. Nothing more to add on that.
Will, like the balloon, in parentheses, transportation that we saw in the trailer, work in every zone? I don't see why it wouldn't.
What did we see in the trailer? We saw the minecart, we saw the balloon, we
We saw a
saw
balloon, and it's in
the
Zone
ram.
2. We saw that in
Yeah,
Zone 2 confirmed.
yeah, we saw
Yeah,
the
I
ram.
assume
Yeah, I
it'll
can see.
just work in every
Yeah,
zone.
exactly. Unless there's like some specific thing that stops it.
Energy field that stops
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Like, can a ram not leave Zone 3? Like, I doubt it. So, yeah.
Will there be some in-game events? Like the Red Moon event or like the Red Moon event in Minecraft? I don't think that's a
Wasn't that
thing
a
in
Fortnite
Minecraft.
thing? Wasn't that a Fortnite thing? That sounds
I
like
think
no.
he's
That was
talking
the
about a mod.
Eclipse. The Eclipse thing. Oh, okay. I thought you were
Or
talking
could
about
a
like the Eclipse event in
meteorite
Fortnite.
drop into our world? Some sort of pirates or goblins that want to take our base. Wildfire, like there could be some goblins that have stolen some villagers and we have to save them. I mean, yeah, there's going to be random events for quests. There's going to be things that happen like outside of our existence.
Well,
I
even
think
in
it's
Minecraft,
safe to say.
wildfires kind of happen. Like when like the randomly spawning lava pool right
Yeah,
beside a
lava
tree. Like
lakes.
those, those are so
And
stupid, but they just
and
catch trees
then
on fire
the
once you
entire
load them in.
forest is just gone.
Screwed. Yeah. So yeah, that'll happen. I don't think it'll be because of story, but it'd be really cool.
Will there be I just read this question. What do you think the death system in Hytale will be like? Do you think it will be the same as Minecraft? I think it's going to be similar. It's the same genre of
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, like you'll die. I think in Hytale you'll have a tombstone instead of having your items just all drop on the
Yeah.
ground. But other than that, I think it'll be very similar. And I'm sure most people have played a mod in Minecraft that had a tombstone, and you literally just either break it or right click it, and you get your items back.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Will Hytale have some sort of temperature? That's not confirmed, but I know Hawkon did a video on that.
I
that
could
can
definitely see
recommend.
that happening, considering the zones are vastly different. Like Zone 2 is going to be hot as hell, Zone 3 is going to be cold as hell, Zone 4.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool.
Like,
I
yeah.
think it'd be very immersive to need warm clothes in a cold place, or because we see Outlanders, we see the Farrens dressing up for cold environments. I don't see why we
Right.
wouldn't have to.
No, exactly, for sure. And then you see in Zone 2, they have, even the players, they have like more of the clothy material to like block out
Mm-hmm.
the sandstorms. And then we've seen in Zone 3, like you said with the Outlanders, they have sort of, it's kind of like fuzzier clothing, right, to keep you more warm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could see that happening. And that would also stop people from just getting, like, for example, full netherite armor and walking through every zone and being completely fine.
Yeah, 100%. So I think it'd be cool. It's not confirmed though.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of new potions do you think the game will have, or will they work just like in Minecraft?
There's a lot of potions. We don't know, but
yeah,
we've
We
seen
don't even
potions
know if the
before.
game will. Have we? Oh yeah,
Yeah, they're like
literally the
decoration
first frame
blocks.
in the trailer.
Yeah, there's potions there. What does it do? I don't know, but it's there. So, Myne, we
Yeah.
are 45 minutes in already.
We've got a single question left. And
Alrighty.
it's, will some blocks have radiation? Like we need special armor or tool to get them to destroy in the area.
I
can see
really
that for
hope so.
other planets.
I
can
hope
see
so.
that for the other planets. Like you need special radiation armor for Nexus because it's too voidy or something.
Yeah, the void radiation. I mean, if we go off of a meteor crashing into planets, these meteors come from other planets where there are radiation. Yeah, I can see that happening. Maybe you need to get a piece of this meteor and you can't hold it by yourself. You need like a full-on hazmat suit to open a portal to go to Varen or something. That would be really cool. I can see that.
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm. But it'd be cool if the radiation suit has like no protective gear. All it is just protects you from radiation. So like, you gotta really be good at the game to get the crystal of whatever and then go back to your place and not die. So I know Arc does that. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Anywho,
that's all the time we have.
Yes,
we
it
did
is.
get through it, luckily.
Yes.
A lot of questions. Make sure you subscribe. We're trying to beat Hytale Spins, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. Oh, we
hopefully
forgot to
have a blog
mention.
to talk about.
Hytale Spins got exposed. Remember, Glorbo.
Yeah. We'll talk about that in the next episode.
Yes.
We'll
With that
save
being said, see you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye bye.